Hi, I just wanted to congratulate Bernard on his improvements in his performance. There's better flow, there's more success, and I'm really pleased with how well it's going. So in this video, there's 4 skills that I just want to reinforce and talk about, and they're coming up now. Okay, so the first skill is the forehand cutback, and the issue here is that you don't compress enough at the start of your cutback, and that means you don't get high enough on the rebound of the foam. So what I'm suggesting to you is that when you do start your cutbacks, you need to practice getting more compressed like this surfer. So he bent at the knees and waist, and he holds that compression. So there's got to be more bending of the body at the start of the cutback, and that will make the cutback better so that you can go back and hit the top of the foam, just like doing a backhand re-entry. So you can see the difference here. So you need more compression in your legs at the knees, or bending of the knees, and that will give you the opportunity to put it high off the foam and do a backhand re-entry. You can practice this skill on a skateboard, and if you do it properly on a skateboard, it'll have a good transfer to the ocean. But when you're practicing, practice as perfectly as possible. So you bend, good bend of the knees and the waist, and holds that bend to allow him to come around to generate enough power to put it high off the foam. The next skill is a skill that I talked about last time, but it didn't really change. The turning of the head and shoulders before impact with the lip on your forehand re-entry. So basically what we want to do is we want to, before you get up and hitting the foam or the lip on re-entries, you need to turn your head and shoulders away from the lip. And what that will do, that will actually begin the turning process. So this is a simulation. So you're thinking about turning before you hit the top of the wave. On your forehand snaps, you're tending to just get a quarter lip a little bit because your front arm sort of locks in place. You'll see this surfer here, the front arm is up in the air and flows nicely through the turn. And with this one here, even though the surfer reaches down, it's reaching down and back a little bit as they do the turn. So fundamentally, what we want to do here is we want you to reach out rather than down when you do your snap, and that will give you a much more controlled turn. The last one here is the backhand snap, and what you tend to do is when you come around a section, you tend to do a snap where your head turns and looks back to where you did your bottom turn. So you do that just about every time you come around the section. But what I want to say is that sometimes you don't need to look that far. Sometimes you just need to put it up high and look to the bottom of the wave, not to look to the back to the bottom of the foam. So it depends on the speed of the wave. You'll see this surfer here, he's got more time, so he looks back and he does a better turn because of it. So you have to decide if it's a fatter section and you've got more time, you look back, and if it's a steeper section and it's tight, then it's probably best just to look straight down, and you'll do a better turn because of it. So in summary, at the start of your cutbacks, you need to compress more by bending more at the knees. When you do your forehand re-entries, look and turn your head before you get to the top. Reach out from your body when performing your forehand snaps, and you've got to decide either to look down or look back when you're doing your backhand snap.